Question number 4 here. We have if 8 times 4th root of x to third power equals minus 15 equals to 49, then square root of x minus 4 is equal to what? So the best thing to do here is to be able to use this equation here, find x, and then substitute back in here so that you can able to find the solution, the result on that side. So let's go back here. So this is 8. 4th root of x to the third power minus 15 equals to 49. So the best thing to do is solving for x, so that means we can cancel the 15 first by doing positive 15 both sides. So we end up with 8, all right? 4th root of x to the third power equals to what? So this one is 464. Now, we can get rid of 8, right? Because we solved for x, so we can get rid of 8 by dividing both sides by 8 and 8. So we end up with 4th root of x to the third equals to what? What is 64 divided by 8? 8. Do not forget we're solving for x, right? So we have 4th root of x to the third power here. So the best way to look at this one is to rewrite it into an exponential format. So you can always do that. So when you have radical, you can write it into exponential format, or if you have exponents, you can write it back to this format here, the radical format. So what's this one here? So remember, guys, you can always have, if you have x m as the index, okay, as the index here, sorry, and then x as the power here, what's happening here? So you end up with xn over m, okay? So that's how you change radical into exponential format. So let's apply that over here. So the n here is 3, and then the m here is 4. So this one will give us what? X 3 over 4. Okay, that is equal to 8. So do not forget that we're trying to solve for x. That's what we're looking for. So what can we do? We're gonna attempt now to cancel the 3 over 4. We don't need it there because we want x by itself. And how do we do that? Ladies and gentlemen, one way to do that is to take that side and multiply by 4/3. Just the reciprocal of 3 over 4. And whatever you do on the left side, you got to do the same thing on the other side. Okay? So we take the power of x to the power 3 over 4, and then we take the power of the same thing over here as well. So we use the same thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we're using the same thing, all right? Let's clarify that. That's why I'm taking time, so we explain that. Now, what's going to happen? 3 crossed out, 4 crossed out. We have x left by 7. That's what we want. Now we end up with 8, 4/3 here. So we're going to have to work this one out. And to work this one out, the best thing to do is always look at the number here and ask yourself the question to know, how can I break this number down so that I can simplify it with the power here? So that means 8. 8 could be what? If you break it down, 8 could be 2 times 2 times 2, right? 8 is 2 times 2 times 2, right? So 8 is equal to 2 times 2, which is 4 times 2. We all agree? So that's just the same thing as having 2 to the third power. Okay? So we can do that here. So we're taking this now, and then we're moving this space now, right? So we have x equals to 2 to the third power raised to the power 4 over 3. Okay? So by the time you break it down, you have 2 to the third power. You should be very happy because you see that you have a denominator which is also 3. So both of them are identical. So that means you'll be able to do some operation here. So x equals to what? So this is 2. So you can multiply the powers because it's 3 now times 4 over 3. So this is an invisible one here, right? So this one, 3 crossed out. So you end up with 2 to the 4th power with the x. Okay? You can do that because if you have x to the power m times n, okay? X to the power m, parenthesis n, so you can multiply the powers. Okay, we worked on those before. So x m raised to the power n is equal to x m times n. Okay, keep that in mind as well. All right? So we end up with x equals to 2 to the 4th power is the same thing as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So it's 4 here times this also is 4, which is 16. So 4 times 4 is 16 for x. Okay? And ladies and gentlemen, x is not what we're looking for. Okay? We want to find then what is the square root of x minus 4. So let's go with that. So now we take this now, square root of x minus 4. We give us what? So what is x? X is 16. So you have 16 minus 4. So square root of 16 is what? 4. Then minus 4 equals to 0. That is the final answer that you're looking for. So when you look at your possible answers here, A 10, B 4, C 16, D 0, and then E 2. So which one is it? It's D, which is 0. Okay? So you take your time, you work this out. So the main important point, in this problem here is to be able to work with powers, to be able to work with the radicals, okay? Square root, 4th root, and all of those kinds of concepts. Very important as you have them. This is what we're trying to do here. All right, guys? Take care.